Let's go ahead and create a test with 3 questions worth 3 points. We'll come here to create a new test and name it Test 1. Here we have the requirements and the evaluation shows what to do. I named it Test 1 and wrote the instructions and guidelines, and I'm all set. Now it tells me to create the questions. We'll have true or false questions, and you'll get this in detail. But I don't want my course to be missing something, meaning right or wrong, and quickly like this. On the computer, half of this question is a true or false mark. Here I say, what is the mouse? Considered one of the most important output units. Wrong, of course, it is input, and therefore the student must tell you what. The student must answer and tell you wrong, so the answer is wrong. Is that clear? That's the first question, worth 1 point. The whole test is worth 3 points. Let's add a new true or false question. The printer is one of the most important output devices. That's true, right? The printer outputs paper. The student should answer true, and the score for this question is also 1. Now I have 2 questions. If you're okay with just those 2, that's fine. I'm good with that. I have the test, Test 1, which will be available as Test 1. I can write in it a link to objectives. The test opens in the same frame, available to students. Add an announcement to reach subscribed people. The answer should be correct and perfect, and the mark for this question must be 1, because I have a 3-mark test for this. 2 questions. Here's Test 1 available. Open in new frame? No, same test for students. Add announcement to reach subscribers. Email in university account. Announcement for test, multiple attempts. Learn in testing course, send, test ready, nothing's empty. Lessons divided, first lesson content, first activity video. Assignments, upload, students interact with tests. Test 2 points. Grades show 4 points. 2 assignment, 2 test. 4 points, 2 pending, students not interacted yet. I should receive an email. A new test announcement allows multiple attempts. You'll learn about this in the testing course. Then I hit send. The weekly lessons are divided. The first lesson has content. For assignments, I asked how to upload one. A test is worth 2 points. Altogether, that's 4 points. In the grading center, logging in as a teacher, you'll get details in upcoming courses, showing your total as 4. For assignments, I asked how to upload them. Students can interact with tests, each worth 2 points. If grades are entered, it totals 4 points, 2 for assignments and 2 for tests. In the grading center, teachers see this in detail. You'll find a total of 4 points with 2 columns showing this. You have an assignment and a test, each worth 2 points, totaling 4. This info varies per student. This is the course information. The course has many details, but the focus is on creating a design with lessons, assignments, activities, tests, and communication. Virtual classes are included, and I prefer them separate, but it's fine as long as they're not forgotten. Grades and lessons are previewed by students here. You have an assignment and test, each worth 2 points. Here, quick info shows potential points totaling 4, varying by student. This is the course information. Create a design starting with lessons, assignments, activities, tests, communication, and student connection. Virtual classes for work. I prefer them separate, but it's okay. Just don't forget them. When students preview, they find everything available upon login. I made an announcement and should get a notification. It should be sent via email. Lessons, assignments, activities, tests, communication, connecting with the student through various means, virtual classes, where you can also do work. Personally, I prefer virtual classes to be separate, like alternative virtual classes. I wanted to set them up separately, but it's okay. The important thing is that we don't forget about them. The student's grades and lessons. When the student enters to preview as a student here, they find all these things available. As soon as they log in, they can see everything that's there. A student finds all these things present. As soon as he enters the home page. Here he can see the words that are present in it. Of course, I made an advertisement. It is supposed to come because I have an advertisement here. Here an advertisement comes to me. If there is an advertisement, it comes to me. I mean, it is supposed to be placed in the advertisements. I mean, it needs to be modified. I say send it by email. I mean, this is what is supposed to be like this. It's 7:51 and I haven't received anything yet. A notification, but that's okay. Here, I can start. The student will see this. I'm viewing it just like the student does. Everything looks good. Come here to the course information. This is the course information. And this is the aesthetic form of the animation card that we made for the professor we will take in the infographics course. These are the sources, and this is the second card for the animation assessment, which has animation. And this is also the calendar I got from Word And these are the policies I brought for you, along with all the links for them. After that, we have the lessons, and there's the first lesson in PDF format. If you click on the PDF, you can start learning and studying from it. Then you can go to the activities and watch the video activity. After watching the video activity, you can go to the tests and take the test and get your score. You can also go to the assignments, upload them, and the instructor will grade them. And they can communicate here with the instructor through various means, check their grades, and go to technical support. Everything is set up perfectly. Let's see your questions. I have a question here from Dr. Mohammed Saber. Aya. What's the question? Dr. Hawa, I'm sorry. Dr. Hawa, can you repeat the point about the test scores? Sure. Dr. Hawa, I'm on it. Let's review. Test 1. To edit, exit student preview and log in as a teacher. The teacher modifies the test settings. Here are the questions. It defaults to 10 questions and you set the points for each. The test can be out of 4, 3, or 1.5 points. Assigning half points won't assign a grade in halves. I'm fine with that. The test totals 3 points, each question 1.5. There's a problem with half points. When students see the test scored out of 3, they might not understand a score of 1.5. What's the issue? Is everything okay? These are the questions. It defaults to 10. Set points for each question here. I can set this test to be out of 4, 3, or 1.5. Is that clear? This is 1.5. Assigning potential points won't allow grades in halves. And this is 1.5 as well. I'm comfortable with this test being worth 3 points, with each question being 1.5. But there's a problem with half points. This is the hardest thing to deal with. When students enter, they find the test is scored out of 3. So I'm doing it right, doctor. What's the issue? Is everything okay? Any other questions? We're wrapping up. Any quick question? I'm waiting for you. I am comfortable with this whole test. It is worth 3 marks. Each question is 1.5. But here there is a big problem, which is that there are half marks, meaning this is the most difficult thing to deal with. But when the student enters, he will find that the test is worth 3 marks. So I am working correctly, doctor. I am working correctly. But when a student gets a 1.5 mark, he will no longer know what it is, a B, a C, or what exactly. What is this? The issue is complete. Okay, doctor. Okay, does anyone have any other questions? Okay, guys. We finish any questions before we say, peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. And we leave people for the last 5 minutes. This is the finishing and the questions. If anyone has a quick question, any question, another question mark. Oh, I'll wait for you. 1 minute. We're done. I'm not sure how they will send the recording. Are you in a WhatsApp group for this training? I haven't added you to it. I don't know if there's a WhatsApp group for this training. Have you been informed about this place? I'm not added to it, so I'll message the technical support team to see why the trainer wasn't added. I hope you talk to colleagues to send the recording on the WhatsApp group. Thank you, and peace be upon you. So, I don't know if there's a WhatsApp group or not. Is there a WhatsApp group for this training that you all are part of? Have you been informed about this place or not? I just want to make sure about the recording. I'm not added to it, so I'll also send a message to the technical support team to see why the trainer wasn't added. The important thing is that I just joined in a casual way. I hope you all talk to the colleagues to send you the recording and all that stuff on the WhatsApp group. Everything will be fine, God willing. Thank you very much, and peace be upon you. So I hope you all talk to your colleagues to send you the recording and all that stuff on the WhatsApp group. Everything will be fine, God willing. Thank you very much, and peace be upon you.